In this video, I'm going to look at a powerful technique for studying, which is mimicking exam conditions. And what a lot of people do at best, if they are studying, is they'll say to me, they'll say to their parents, "Oh, what a legend. I did 2 exam papers in studying for maths." And then their maths exam doesn't go too well, and they wonder what the heck's happening. And quite a common problem is that you're not mimicking exam conditions. You're sitting, for starters, taking much longer, and so what you're wanting to rather do is 1 mark per minute. And so if you get to a question, and an entire question on algebraic fractions and inequalities is 15 marks, then you want to almost put a timer on your phone or on your watch and say 15 minutes, go. And then you put yourself under that pressure to try and finish it, because often people just take as long as they want. So start doing a question, and in the middle of it you feel a bit hungry, so you go to the fridge, make yourself some food, and then you come back and work for a little bit, but someone messages you, so you check the message, and then you committed and you dive into the question properly now, but then you got a bit stuck, so you checked out the memo, saw what they were doing, it kind of makes sense to you, so you carried on. But in all of what I've just said now, in no way are you mimicking what your exam is like. And so rather what you want to do is look at your notes, look at your textbooks, study whatever you can, watch the odd YouTube tutorial like you're doing now. And once you've done all of that, then you borderline lock yourself in a room. All you've got is your exam paper to write on, you've got your calculator to work things out, and you've got a pen and a pencil and an eraser, and you're good to go. And so if you can get yourself, as you get closer and closer to exams, into that habit of mimicking exam conditions, where when you're practicing doing past papers, it's under the same conditions that your exam's going to be. When you get to exam, it just feels like an old friend. It's like exactly what you've just seen and been working on. Whereas if you've got a massive mismatch between how you practice and the time it's taking you to practice, and then the reality of exam, it's no wonder, and hopefully if that is you, this makes total sense, why the gap is just so big and your marks never match up to the effort you think you're putting in. Another example of this is I played ultimate frisbee for South Africa a few years ago, and in our practicing, what we would do to mimic exam conditions in a sense is we would wear weights on our ankles. And so every practice that I ever did in the months leading up to World Champs, we would be wearing these ankle weights, and in that sense practicing much harder than what the exam condition would even be, so that when you got to World Champs, it felt like I was floating to run around for the first time without any ankle weights. And so in the same way, as you get better and better, you might, like my example with ultimate frisbee, you might say, oh, it's a 15-mark section or question, I'm going to see if I can do it in 12 marks. I promise you, if you can get used to this, and especially working even a bit harder, then your exams, you are going to fly through them, and you might just notice your marks jumping up a symbol just through this one video technique. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks.